to the LizyT Show. Well, we've been talking and we've been advertising this email, or we've been talking about this a lot. And do I have a surprise for you? I'm just waiting for, hey Savannah, hello Vicky. I'm just waiting for our guests to log in and to be able to be here with us. Guys, unfortunately, we only had enough. We asked people to send their requests to win something today. So the names are here. And so if you had the opportunity to do so, great. If you don't, I'm sorry, you have to wait for the next time that we have another contest. So I'm hoping that people log in right now and able to converse with us, interact, right, Vicky? And just to have a great time. I'm so excited to be able to introduce somebody very special that I had the opportunity and privilege to meet and to watch her progress, watch her her stuff. And we're talking about Claire right now, which is on the line right now. Claire is amazing, and I'm so impressed with her stuff. And we're hoping to get more people in, right, Vicky? And participate with us. I'm so excited. So let me give you a little bit of background. For you that have participated on the contest, your names are already on the draw. So you have to wait for the next contest. So we're going to be speaking right now with Claire. Claire is study fashion and merchandising, makeup artist in the world, organized Blanche McDonald. She started as a pro makeup artist with Estée L'Oreal in Vancouver. Her passion is to grow even more. She pursued her fashion journey farther in London College. This is UK. Also, she pursued her fashion journey. She also went to doing freelancing, and she has 17 years, everyone, 17 years experience. And her motto, I love this, is to be able to help women reach their potential by bringing her inner beauty and inspire her passionate, confident around the world. That is an awesome. She helps women to transform from the inside out and create personal style that flatters and reflect her from head to toe. And that includes skin consultation, so it's just not makeup application, and wardrobe analysis. So for you that have participated on the contest, you will get, wardrobe analysis. That's awesome. By the way, the outfit that I'm wearing today, to tell you how good this lady is, I had two outfits, and I was debating what to wear with, and she picked this one for me with this necklace, and she said, just make sure you wear red lipstick. Right on. So, signing everyone. There's her doing her thing here, and I love it. So, without further ado, I think we've done a lot of intro, and let's welcome him to the show. Oh my, so excited. Hi. Hello, beautiful. Phenomenal. I know that you've been very busy.
Yes.
And you are on a go all the time. You have you have so much going, and I appreciate you giving us, a couple of minutes of your precious time to be here with us. And we've been advertising this and talking to people. This is awesome. So for people that are watching and that will be joining us, I'm hoping that we get a lot of people because we got a lot of DMs saying I want in, I want in. We're hoping that if you can come and participate and ask questions. So what got you interested in image consulting and all that? And what triggered you? How old were you? Because it says you've been doing this for 17 years. What are you talking about? You look 17 years old.
Thank you. Well, first of all, I want to say thank you so much, Liz, for inviting me. It's such a pleasure to be interviewed by you, and I have to say you look great today. I love it. The gold and the red.
This is your doing. So you're the one who takes all the credit.
It's really nice, and so basically, well, I just turned 38, so I have been doing. I look young, but sometimes I'm trying to catch up my energy. But I just really passionate with what I do, and then I'm just very fortunate. I think I'm just one of those very fortunate person that I have chosen the career which I knew this was the right path for me when in my early teenager. So long story short, I'm not gonna give you a long history about my background, everything, but it's really started from, I would say, my mom has been one of the biggest influence of my life, and then I think it was growing up as a kid, and then I used to see her dress up beautifully, and she's always would have makeup on, and then her wardrobe is just always right. And I think she has been inspiring me in so many different ways. And then she used to tell me that first impression is everything, and whatever you wear, like, you get positive with even the people around you. And I think that just with day by day seeing her, and then throughout my high school, even after, I always have a very strong when it comes to like art and fashion, and then makeup and cosmetics. And then I think this just definitely has one of the reasons that really got influenced me. And then I decided right after school, and I went to Blanche Mondano, which was one of the school in Vancouver. And I knew, like, this is really something that I'm really passionate. And then I started working as a pro makeup artist at XD Lauder, which you had mentioned. And I knew that in order for me to continue, I have to step outside. And then I decided to move to London, UK. So I continued to do my education. I worked there as a freelancing, and then I was doing like as a makeup artist, and I was doing study at the same time. And I realized, well, in order for me to really experience the fashion world, that's when I decided, okay, let's try to go to apply school in Milan. And my last degree I went to Instituto Marangoni, which is in Italy. And so I lived there like about 3.5 years. I did my master in fashion styling. I worked, collaborated with a lot of models at the time, worked with did a lot of fashion shoes. I used to also work in DNG as a marketing assistant. So I would say it's definitely one of my highlight of my career, of like have the experience of living in Europe, living in Italy, and then really get to do a little bit of like everything. And so I came back to Canada in my late 20s. So I went again. I did a lot of makeup artistry. I was a pro makeup artist for Yves Saint Laurent, and I worked for Dior, and the same for NARS and Armani as a pro makeup artist. And then at the same time, I was also doing a lot of like visual merchandising. And then throughout like the last 4 years, and then before I moved to Toronto, long story short, then I was living in Montreal for 4.5 years. And at the time, I was also working for lots of different corporate companies, such as Raymond, and then and Aldo. So really, where it really got me is where I am today. I think that it started to kind of like, I didn't find the job I was doing was inspiring. It wasn't as fulfilling, and it was just kind of like personal journey. And I realized what I was doing, it wasn't meaningful to me. And I realized corporate, it wasn't my dream anymore. It wasn't my goal. Like working for big companies, it wasn't what I'm looking for anymore. So I started to kind of, I really started to what I wanted to do the most. And then what I really want, I started to realize, okay, there was an inner voice in my head. And then in my heart, it started to kind of telling me, okay, I have always been really into education. When I used to work as a makeup artist, I loved giving training. I loved like teaching people and guiding women. And really, it was the most impactful was the transformation from the styling before and after, and then just seeing that the confidence, how much they have boost, with a little bit of makeup, and then with like just changing the wardrobe, the way how they look at themselves, instantly it just sparked them from the inside out. So I realized that it would have become my true calling. And that's when I started, you know what, I think this is what I really want to do. I really want to just educate and guide more women to really be more confident, and then they are able to be inspired at the same time, I'm making a difference in their lives so they can be confident in their world. So that's what I am.
It's funny because this is the first time I've heard somebody who said this is what I wanted to do since high school. So you've never done anything different other than being in the fashion industry.
Yeah.
Incredible. That is incredible. And that deserves a huge applause.
Thank you.
A lot of people go through different careers.
Yes.
They go through different things in their lives to reach that potential, and you didn't have to do that. You knew your goal, you knew what you wanted, and you stuck to it. That's amazing, guys. I'm seeing some of the pictures that you sent me, the before and after.
Yes.
And I can see how confident somebody can be looking one way and then leaving or you leaving their place, their living room, their bedroom, and then seeing somebody completely different. That is just phenomenal. I mean, you probably get a big high from people, say, "Oh, is this me?" So, what does it make you feel when you see people, so happy and so ecstatic about their new look?
I think what is really rewarding for me is that when they see the little thing that as I'm teaching them, I guide them, things that they never thought about it. And it's really just to bring I would say like enhance their natural beauty, because I believe like every woman is beautiful. Every shade is beautiful, and then we all born in different colors, but it's just really about like enhancing, understanding, your feature. So I get a lot of questions sometimes. People ask, "Oh, like I don't know how to apply blush. I don't know what's the right color." So I always say like, what, you're beautiful, but it's just understanding, how to pick the right color, how to enhance your cheekbone, how to wear the right thing to make your eyes pop, choosing the right silhouette once you understand your body type. So I think those are the things that it's more like once I give them that tool and they feel empowered, they know how to dress. They know that, oh my God, I can actually be like that. And then I actually had never thought about it. So it's just like those little things. Yeah. So
I love those examples. This is somebody who was this, and you turn them into like that.
Yeah.
That is incredible. That is incredible. And you probably have hundreds and hundreds of examples of people that they have that transformation, and you do work for photo shoot, you do a lot of the wardrobes. There's not just one-stop shopping here. You do the skin, and oh my goodness, guys, you're watching right now the LizyT Show. If you just stopped here, and we are here with Claire. She is an image consultant right here from Toronto, Canada. If you have questions, comment, please send us hard, because we've been talking about this for a couple of weeks now. We're hoping to get amazing people. We have a draw, so stay at the end, hoping. So one of the things that I wanted to get to talking right now, the world has changed, as we know.
Yes.
There's nothing we can do about it. We just have to keep going and look forward. A lot of companies right now, Claire, are hiring people over Zoom calls. They're doing interviews, Zoom calls. Kids coming right out of college, they're probably applying for a job in let's say, human resources. And you said something very interesting. The first impression is it.
Yes.
Before we had the distractions of the walls, or we had the distraction of, the conference room and all that. Those things are gone.
Yes.
people are looking at you like you're looking at me right now. There's nothing else going on. So for somebody, a lady, because you specialize mostly in lady, I assume you work with gentlemen as well. Okay, so let's pretend that there's a lady wants to see you, has a job interview, she's applying for a human resources position. What are the best colors for a Zoom call interview? What should they wear? Big necklace, earrings, how their makeup should be. Take it from there.
Okay. So, I mean, there's many different questions, which I'm going to break it in a couple of different answers. So you mentioned, let's say if a lady, she's applying a job for interview and then for human resource, right? So I always say that obviously you want to dress apart for the job you're applying, but you also don't want to be like too stereotyped, because when you, in the past, when you apply a job for HR or anything accountant, people tend to be, oh, it's a really stiff kind of job. So you wear like a black and white suit, for example. So you have to think those days are kind of gone, because obviously that's why wardrobe is so important. You do want to dress apart. You want to also, the way you dress, it needs to match the job you're applying, of course, and the industry you're in. So I would say, like, let's say,
and I know one of the things that I want to reinforce is most of the time as just from the top down. People, the interviewer is not going to see your bottom.
Exactly.
You can be wearing shorts as long as it's a very statement of a top.
Yes. So, for example, so back to the, let's say, the HR job, then I would say, like, of course, you do want to wear, let's say there's so many candidates that are applying that job. So what's going to make you stand out? You do want to wear a color that's going to make your skin pop, right? So before you do so, obviously it goes on a little bit of like theories. You have to understand what is your skin undertone. What is this? Once you know your skin complexion, then the color gets easier, because when you wear a color, it's instead of going black and white or a dark color, why not wear a color that actually enhance your skin color, enhance your skin complexion to make it pop? And from there, it first of all, you add the differences, and then compared to other people. So so let's say if someone's interviewing a job and then they're all wearing black and white, then instead of you can wear something, I would say you obviously don't want to go crazy, but you can choose like a neutral shade. If you're not a color person, wear a neutral shade. Right, so there's a lot of neutral shade that you can wear. Like Sanju, this is the tan. There's a cream color, vanilla. There's all those kind of neutral shade that it looks nice. Even you can be very dark skin, you can be very light skin. Those kind of shades still look nice for all skin tones. So like for example, so I think that's definitely the one thing. And then obviously when it comes to, you mentioned about so. Earring, accessory, necklace. So how do you?
That is the nitty-gritty question. By the way, thanks so much, Sabrina. She is a singer-songwriter from Ottawa. I had her on the show. She's a huge follower. I'm a huge follower of you too, Sabrina. And so one of the things that it is tricky to be able to wear things on especially on a job interview, because you could jeopardize that job just because it comes out too strong.
Yes. So, thank you so much. I wanted to say all the people who are jumping to interact with our interview. I thank you so much for joining us. So back to the question of the accessory. I think is that you want to also make sure that the accessory is not overpowering. So let's say if you're gonna wear a statement necklace, then you want to keep your earrings simple, right? So you wouldn't want to have like a statement necklace and then a big like earring. That just can be a bit too much, because the interviewer, especially in virtually, can really easily get lost with directions. Like, what am I looking at, right? So I would say, like, it's always about proportion. You want to keep like nice and clean and sharp. So if you're gonna go for, I would say always the best is that go for something very small, classic, very dingly necklace, for example, and then you can keep your earring with a little bit droopy earring. That's fine, and have your hair tied up, for example. Important is that as your virtual, you do want to make sure that the color speaks of itself, and then adding a little bit of accessory to make it pop. And then with a little bit of makeup, you do want to make sure that you want to wear a little bit of makeup. You don't want to just like, okay, have no makeup at all and then come with like a very ghosty lipstick color. Then that just doesn't look very flattering, right? So I think it's just also very important, those little details. You want to make sure your surrounding is not too crazy. So for example, if you have a very busy job, you have a lot of things going on, then obviously you want to keep your wardrobe simple, solid color. Keeps it simple, keep it solid, because you want your attention is all on you, even when you're doing virtual. So if you have a very busy background, you're wearing a very busy patterns, and then on top you're also wearing stuff that's like too much going on, like you have a statement, and then there's very heavy makeup. It can get really lost for the interviewers, especially.
Yes, absolutely. I agree with you. And those are great tips, everyone. Great tips. This is going to be recorded on IGTV. So if you are just joining in, you can always go to IGTV and then watch this and connect with Clara. She is going to give us in a little while her information for you to be able to follow. You're watching the LizyT Show right here on Instagram, and we have Clara with us. So let's take it a little bit into somebody who has a position and been in the company, let's say for 5 years, but they want to apply for a promotion. There's an opening going on, and obviously nobody's in the office, everybody's working from home. There it is, an interview Zoom call again. But this time, this person is known in the community, in their department and their company, and so they know what this person is like already.
Right.
Again, this person can't not reinvent herself by wearing colors, or because people know, but this is kind of the right person for the job. They just have to make it formal. What should they wear?
Okay. So before I go on, I just want to say thank you. I have my friend who just joined staff, and then Fitz. I just want to say thank you so much for joining me. So let's say someone who has been in the company and now's having a promotion for executive or something, and then she's doing the virtual interview. Then I would say, like, obviously people already seeing you for so many years. They know, let's say, if you're always wearing